I would tell that Brittany just to believe in yourself and never doubt yourself and be strong.
Hey there, pop enthusiasts. Ever felt your jaw drop at a shocking celebrity revelation? Well, hold on to your seats because Brittany and Sam are back in the headlines, making waves in a way only they can. Deep dive with us into the intricate world of love, drama, and star-studded twists. And if you're here for the hottest takes on celebrity buzz, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Celebrity Pop, your front row ticket to every scandal. Britney Spears, an icon in the realm of pop culture, once again dominates the headlines, but this time it isn't about chart-topping hits or dazzling performances. It's about personal life choices and moving forward, and perhaps galloping into new horizons. Now let's break it down. Recent reports emerged confirming that Sam Asghari, Britney's husband of 1 year, has initiated divorce proceedings. The world was in a flurry, eagerly awaiting Britney's response. Would there be sorrow, anguish? But Brittany, ever the unpredictable queen, opted for a completely different approach. In a move that showcased her spirited resilience, Brittany took to her beloved Instagram platform. Rather than delving into personal turmoil or sadness, the post illuminated her latest venture, a potential foray into horse ownership. "Buying a horse soon," she declared. And with two potential equestrian companions, Sophie and Roar, on the radar, Brittany's enthusiasm was palpable. She mused, "So many options, it's kinda hard. A horse called Sophie and another called Roar. I can't make up my mind." A delightful quandary for sure. For those of you not familiar with Sam Asghari, he's a 29-year-old Iranian-born actor. While the reasons behind their split remain under wraps, the fact remains the toxic singer and her younger beau are parting ways. The union between Spears and Asghari had lasted a year, a time frame not uncommon in the whirlwind world of Hollywood romance. Well, renowned media outlet TMZ broke the news that Asghari cited irreconcilable differences as the driving force behind the decision to separate. But that's not all. The plot thickens as Asghari is also reportedly asking Brittany to cover spousal support and his legal costs. The date marking their separation? That's pinned down as July 28th. On the counter-move, the Piece of Me singer isn't resting on her laurels. She's made a power play by securing the services of top-tier divorce attorney Laura Wasser. If you're not acquainted with the name, here's a crash course. Wasser's clientele reads like a guest list of an A-list Hollywood party, boasting names like Kim Kardashian, Johnny Depp, and Kevin Costner. The stage is set for what might become an epic legal showdown. Whispers from reliable insiders indicate that this was, unfortunately, a union fraught with tensions. Alleged disputes about Spears' fidelity led to heated discussions, culminating in Asghari vacating their marital abode. Although the accuracy of these allegations remains in the balance, insiders leaned heavily towards foreseeing a divorce. A trip down memory lane reveals that Spears and Asghari's romance was a significant chapter in the pop icon's life. The pair announced their engagement in September 2021, after almost half a decade together, and subsequently exchanged vows in June 2022. It's a relationship timeline that many have closely watched. And for those well-versed in Britney's romantic history, you might remember the whirlwind 55-hour marriage to Jason Alexander in 2004. Following that, Spears tied the knot with Kevin Federline, a union that lasted 3 years. Their partnership gave birth to two young lads, Sean Preston and Jaden, now 17 and 16 respectively. But talking about Brittany and Sam, it seems the signs were there before the storm officially hit the Spears-Asghari paradise. Rewind a bit and let's paint a scene of the wedding on 16th of July. Now imagine the queen herself, always known for her fashion-forward choices. She was spotted strolling in a striking ensemble, a long-sleeved red dress layered with a relaxed pink t-shirt, hair tied into an effortlessly chic high bun, and sunglasses as her trusted companions against the blazing sun. But, and here's the catch, rather than walking arm in arm with Asghari, Spears opted for the company of her bodyguard. On the flip side, we had Sam. The family business actor looked every bit the laid-back vacationer in his salmon-colored shirt paired with khaki shorts. His choice of accessory? A camouflage print backpack. But it wasn't the outfits that caught the eye. It was the undeniable undercurrent of tension between them. Their expressions, well, let's just say they weren't brimming with vacation joy. Both of them, in the midst of what most would consider a paradise retreat, bore expressions that conveyed a rather different story. The word around town is miserable, which is a stark contrast to the sunny backdrop of their vacation. Also, not long after their noticeably tense vacation, Spears gave her vast social media audience a snippet of insight into her feelings during that Cabo San Lucas trip. On July 25th, she candidly shared about waking up with a wave of nausea, making her momentarily believe she might be expecting. Her post read, "I'll be honest, I woke up this morning and thought I was pregnant because I'm so nauseous, but I think it's the sun." Her jovial attempt to unite everyone under the same blazing sun might have been a tad playful, but reading between the lines, there was a subtle acknowledgement that all was not perfectly rosy. Then, tracing back a few steps to Asghari's recent divorce filings, it was highlighted that the duo decided to part ways on July 28th. Now, isn't the timing intriguing? A mere 3 days after Spears' post, the decision to separate was finalized. Coincidence, or a series of events leading up to an unavoidable outcome? Speculation was further fueled when Asghari's social media post soon after flaunted a conspicuous absence: his wedding band. Now, the why behind their split is where things get a tad murkier. While differences are the official tag offered in court documents, TMZ stirred the pot suggesting that the breakup was catalyzed by allegations of Spears being unfaithful. The twist? Spears, according to sources from Entertainment Tonight, is standing her ground, asserting her fidelity. A close source even shed light on their deteriorating relationship, revealing the two haven't gotten along for a while and it finally came to an end after a major blow-up. And that's not all. Page 6 has just disclosed some captivating details this Wednesday. Asghari is reportedly looking to renegotiate the terms of the prenuptial agreement that he shares with Spears. And it's not just a casual appeal. The word on the street is that he's flexing a bit of leverage. A trusted informant mentioned that Asghari is considering dropping a few bombshells about Spears. To put it plainly, the ex-personal trainer is aiming for a more lucrative deal and might spill some extraordinarily embarrassing tea on Brittany if his demands aren't met. Sounds pretty audacious, right? Well, stay in the loop with the juiciest of celebrity news. Tune into Celebrity Pop. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, folks. Let's get to the story at hand. So intriguingly, Asghari's recent divorce filing lends some weight to these speculations. Neil Hirsch, the attorney representing Asghari, subtly hinted in official court documents that they might challenge the prenup. It appears they're taking their time, meticulously evaluating the assets and commitments attached to both parties. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves. An insider has jumped in to assure that Spears is not left unprotected amidst this whirlwind. The source emphasized the commitment of Spears' team to ensure that any parting ways would be carried out with dignity and respect. When prodded about Asghari's alleged revelations, the insider confidently dismissed them, labeling them as mere blackmail attempts. They were assertive in saying it's blackmail and it'll never happen. But not everything is what it seems, guys. In the ever-twisting saga of Britney Spears and Sam Asghari, some startling claims have emerged that are hard to sweep under the rug. Asghari, in a recent report, alleges that Spears turned violent towards him, leaving indelible marks not just on their relationship, but apparently on him physically. Reportedly, Spears didn't just have a one-off episode. She allegedly assaulted Asghari while he was in a vulnerable state, deep in slumber. This accusation has added fuel to the flames of speculation about their tumultuous relationship. Sources confided to TMZ that the Gimme More singer wasn't a stranger to getting physical with Asghari during the span of their 7-year association. In fact, they hint that this might not have been an isolated incident, pointing to occasions where the couple's disagreements escalated to such heights that security intervention became necessary. However, on this particular occasion, the security team was notably absent. Imagine the shock Asghari must have experienced, being roused from sleep by an alleged attack from his wife. TMZ recounts that while Asghari refrained from retaliating, the onslaught left him evidently shaken. Cast your mind back and you might recall a certain period earlier this year when the model was caught by paparazzi sporting what looked unmistakably like a black eye and some suspicious bite marks on his arm. And when the media turned their lenses away, Asghari was swift in dodging questions and shying away from camera flashes. Diving deeper, the sources raised some red flags, sharing their concerns about Spears' unusual fascination with knives. They intimated that she kept an array of knives scattered throughout the house, hinting at Spears' alleged fears and the need for these blades as a protective measure. According to these insiders, her erratic behavior had Asghari on his toes, fearing she might react unpredictably to the most mundane triggers. While these claims sound alarming, it's essential to approach them with a grain of salt. When Page 6 tried to get clarity on the situation, Asghari's camp, including his manager and attorney, chose to remain tight-lipped. On reaching out to Spears' representatives, there was a conspicuous silence as well. The only official document speaking volumes is Asghari's divorce filing, citing the all-too-common phrase, irreconcilable differences. Interestingly, Spears' silence isn't just restricted to the media. She's yet to address the split publicly. Instead, she's sticking to her social media platforms, notably Instagram, sharing tidbits of her life, including, as we mentioned, her latest desires, like wanting to buy a horse. And that's a wrap on today's sizzling update. But hey, the world of celebs never sleeps. Stay plugged in with Celebrity Pop by smashing that subscribe button and ringing the bell. Let's keep the gossip train rolling together.